Hi everyone, and welcome to this presentation, Introduction to Linguistics. Today's presentation is about types of meaning. A language enables its users to communicate meanings by systematically relating perceptible actions and meanings. Meanings are mental states or activities, and as such cannot be directly observed. If we want to communicate our meanings to someone else, we must use something they can perceive with their senses. For example, noises, gestures, flag waving, or mix or marks on papers. For any of these to communicate successfully, there must be a system that consistently relates the observable signals with the private meanings. For lots of good reasons, sounds evolve as a primary mode of human communication. This issue is discussed in this section or the next section. Most people conceive meaning, okay, in terms of information, ideas about external world. So ideas about external world or about our thoughts and beliefs. This is important. So how we conceive meaning as ideas or information, and these information are ideas about external world or about our thoughts and beliefs. This is called referential meaning. This is important. Referential meaning المعنى الإحالي or experiential ideational meaning. So referential meaning, ideas about the external world or about our thoughts and beliefs. For example, this is a tree. A tree, the meaning of a tree is referential meaning because it relates our thoughts, our ideas to the real world or the external world. So this is معنى كلمة شجرة، معنى إحالي referential meaning. Referential meanings represents events such as the US women's soccer team won the World Cup, or states such as the sun is a smaller star. Any fact, أي شيء حقيقي في الحياة. This is called referential meaning. They are descriptions of states of affairs or real or imagined. Referential meaning is probably the most commonly communicated type of meaning. Referential meaning is probably the most commonly communicated type of meaning. Okay. Do we have other types of meaning؟ هل في أنواع أخرى غير المعنى الإحالي؟ We have number two, so this is number one, expressive meaning. Expressive meaning. Expressive meaning reflects the emotional state of a speaker. For example, ouch has no referential status but expresses pain. يعني في كلمات في اللغة الإنجليزية زي كلمة ouch أو هذه الكلمات ليس لها معنى إحالي في الحياة ولكن تعبر عن أحاسيس أو مشاعر المتحدث. So referential meaning, expressive meaning reflects the emotional state الحالة النفسية العاطفية of the speaker, of a speaker. For example, ouch has no referential status but expresses pain, تعبر عن الألم. Do we have other or another type of meaning? We have persuasive meaning. Okay, which refers to the intended effect of an utterance on its hearer. So it is related to pragmatics, persuasion, الإقناع. It attempts to get an audience to perform an action or to believe something. For example, get out. This is an attempt, okay? Attempt to get you or to get out, okay? Here we have another, the fourth kind of meaning, which is social meaning or prophetic meaning. social or phatic meaning, social, phatic, or interpersonal meaning, as an expression such as hi, how are you. In these expressions, people build rapport, build social relationships. They communicate not to give information or to ask for something, just to have social ties, social solidarity. Okay? Establishes and maintains social contact between communicators. Okay, so number three, social meaning or phatic meaning. Number now we have one, two, three, four. Number five, textual meaning. Textual meaning is communicated by utterances that constitute part of a text. For example, the dogs were very noisy. The German Shepherd were the worst. Without very noisy in the first of these two sentences, it would be impossible to interpret the worst as noisiest. So if you say, for example, very noisy here, and this is the worst, make it clear like this. We have two sentences, okay? The first sentence, the dogs were very noisy. This is the word. The German Shepherd were the worst, okay? So without this word in the first sentence, and that word in the second sentence, it would be impossible to interpret the words as a noise, as the noises. If you read this second alone, the German Shepherd were the worst. Okay, without the first sentence, you cannot understand the meaning of the second sentence. So this is called textual meaning. Okay, textual meaning. This meaning derives from the assumption that the two sentences are to be interpreted as text. That is, one or more sentence or utterance intended to be taken as coherent whole. So, taken as coherent whole. Okay. Some expressions have only textual meanings. For example, in some of its uses, so indicates that the expression it introduces is to be interpreted as conclusion drawn from a prior expression or from the context. Okay, and the next type of meaning is called meta-linguistic meaning. Meta-linguistic meaning addresses matters concerning language itself. Definitions and word puzzles are meta-linguistics. What I meant to say was, okay, what English word has three, for example, three double letters in a row. So when you talk about language itself, this is called, or you comment on language itself, this is called meta-linguistic meaning. Next one is poetic meaning. Okay, poetic meaning reflects nuances of interpretation created by the manner in which the information is. So the focus is in the form, not on the content. It is artistic dimension of language. يعني بعد جمالي للغة. Artistic dimension of language and possibility. They use puns, تورية, as well as rhythm and rhyme. Okay, and these are examples. So now we have how many types of meanings? We have number one, referential, okay, referential meaning. Number two, expressive meaning. Number three, persuasive meaning. Number four, social or phatic meaning. Number five, textual meaning. Number six, meta-linguistic meaning. Number seven, poetic meaning, which is the artistic dimension of language. Okay, so we have these seven types of meanings. Okay, thank you for listening, and see you next presentation.